Alright, welcome everyone. This is EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and giveaway with our Detonator rollover. I don't know, hopefully you guys can hear me on YouTube. If you can't, let me know. If you can, then welcome. And those of you that are in Telegram, make sure you join us over on YouTube as well to help get our numbers up. And alright, let me jump right in. So this is EMP.Money. We are an algorithmic project that is pegged to the price of Ethereum. Ethereum is having a nice little, small little bounce today, but the market looks like it's found a floor and hopefully coming back, so that's great news. Again, not financial advice, but I think we're in for a nice summer. Should see ETH do a little mini bull run, as well as the broader crypto market. So yeah, we're excited for the next few months. And that plays in perfectly with EMP. So EMP, because it's mathematically pegged to the price of Ethereum, and because we have such a large liquidity pool that's half EMP, half actual BEP20 Ethereum, EMP is essentially fractionalized ETH. So just like Satoshis are fractionalized Bitcoin, EMP can be compared to fractionalized ETH. So with that, we're able to offer insane APRs and ways to essentially earn or mine Ethereum indirectly. So it's really powerful. Again, we're a 4,000 to 1 ratio. So once Ethereum hits 4,000, EMP will be $1. And we're above peg right now as well. We've been above peg for like 10 days, going on 11 days. I think we missed one epoch in that time. Every 6 hours is an epoch in our boardroom, and that's how more EMP is printed. And again, you earn EMP through eShares. So not to get too complicated, I know a lot of you are returning, but if this is your first time finding us or listening to the AMA, we suggest that you go to our EMP Academy. It's a free online course about EMP, and again, I know that sounds crazy that we would want you to take a class for a project, but not only is it about our project, but it's also a lot of great DeFi knowledge that we're offering 100% for free. So you can probably get it done in about an hour, so it's nothing too crazy. About 15 like 5-10 minute videos, and there's also some on our YouTube channel as well. So if you don't want to go through the whole course, you can get kind of an overview on EMP. And we also have an amazing community that's helped us get to where we are. And with that, we had a really killer YouTube channel, a guy by the name of Jonathan. He did a really big deep dive into EMP. I posted that in the Telegram and in our Discord. Go check that out, show him some love. It's one of the best overviews of EMP that I've seen yet. So again, for those of you that are a little more technical oriented, I think you get a lot out of that video, and it's amazing. I mean, we've been seeing about 5 or 10 EMP videos a day on YouTube, so we're really starting to grow, and we have a ton of marketing in the works as well. We've already been marketing, but we have even more coming. So alright, that's again a little bit of overview of the project. Let me go ahead and jump over to Detonator. This is our again our very unique ROI contract that has really helped us get some traction in the market and makes us different than every other traditional algorithmic project out there. So bear with me one moment while I bring up the screen. Alright, here she is. This is Detonator. This is our daily ROI contract where you deposit EMP ETH LP, which is a liquidity pair token. Half of that is Ethereum and half of that is EMP. This is amazing for the protocol because it locks up a lot of liquidity, and liquidity is king, especially if we want to scale, to a top 1,000, top 100 crypto project. we need to have a lot of liquidity. So we're just under 8 million in total liquidity. We have about 14 million in total value locked, and the detonator alone has 2.8 million in US dollar value. We've seen all-time highs again and again and again. Yesterday, the detonator grew by over almost 1,000 LP, which is about $100,000. So word is getting out. We're definitely starting to scale. And again, for those of you that are new, Detonator is a daily ROI contract. You deposit the LP and you get 365% of your deposit back over time. So we've also implemented an update. We're gonna update the white paper as well, but we've gotten rid of the compound tax completely. So again, as the contract grows, if you're compounding, which is what we recommend, that will help you build a position in Detonator to really make it a sustainable passive income for what we hope is years to come. So the idea is that you deposit and compound as much as you can, build your position, and then as long as you're compounding more than you're claiming, then you can basically have it go on forever. So because we have a max ROI of 365%, if you get in and just straight claim, not only do you get less of the pool share, but you could potentially hit your maximum ROI and then not be able to claim anymore. So again, it's about responsible profit taking. And because we're in LP tokens, you can literally claim from Detonator, and half of that is already Ethereum. So Ethereum can be your cash, and EMP can go into the farms or into nodes. And again, the idea is that we never have to sell EMP because that's what helps us maintain PEG. And again, EMP is more of a utility token than anything that helps you earn more in the other contracts on the platform. So all right, we're already 5 minutes here. I did a lot of talking to get everybody caught up. Again, we're at 28,551 LP. Just crazy how much we've grown in the last few days. We give 1% of the pool to the largest depositor and 1% of the pool to a random lottery winner. So again, it's a no-loss lottery. It's essentially a giveaway. You get credit for every compound or deposit that you make. You get credit with a ticket, and those tickets are randomly generated and calculated at the end of the rollover, and a winner is given. So if you win the lottery or the largest depositor, it's automatically compounded, so you don't actually get that in your wallet, which is really good for the protocol because you're not able to dump on all of us, but it's actually really good for the investor as well because you're actually able to ROI that 365% on what you win. So today's winning amount is 285 LP. That's $28,951, and so again, that can turn into almost 100 grand or a little over 100 grand. With the 365 ROI. So yeah, that kind of is that's it in a nutshell. Again, make sure you're compounding last minute here, and let's get ready for the rollover. So if anybody has anything you want to say real fast, feel free to jump on, and we'll dive into questions afterwards.
All right. I'll say something.
What's up, Bull? Go ahead, brother.
So I just wanted to talk about opportunity for a little bit here. I'll try to be brief, but look at opportunity as that chance at a first impression, right? And everybody knows that a first impression is something that is lasting in that particular situation. But every opportunity is a unique situation, just like a first impression. And when I talk about opportunity in EMP here, it's not to jump in and invest without knowing what's going on. The opportunity that is laid before you here is, you can get involved with the community and learn. You can take advantage of the academy. You can take advantage of YouTube videos. And so if you do that, right, like we can't affect everything what the system does as one person. However, if we're all rowing in that same, motion, we're all in that same boat, our opportunities sort of match together, and the ability to make those good first impressions upon new members when they come into the channel, and to meet new people with and have good first impressions of those people. Those are good opportunities, and all those things are within the each individual's person's ability to do. So always take advantage of the opportunity when it's laid before you. This isn't a call to invest, but this is a call to get involved and seize that opportunity that's there before you, because at some point those opportunities disappear or they diminish. So do yourself a favor, get educated, meet people, talk to people, ask questions, get on the AMA and ask questions to AJ or any community member, and hopefully that opportunity is something that's life-changing, for you or your family or your friends, whoever gets involved. But if you don't take the opportunity, you'll never know. And once again, not financial advice, just get yourself educated before you do anything. So that's it.
Yeah, Bull, awesome, brother. I know we discussed this a little bit yesterday, and yeah, man, thank you for bringing it up again. Again, guys, we have one of the most incredible communities out there, and if I had this at my fingertips when I got into crypto, back in 2014, 2016, I went crypto full time. It's worth its weight in gold. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about the community as well, but we're getting close here. So 45 seconds. It looks like a snipe did come in for about 60 LP. Let's see if that holds up. Yesterday was a double snipe of over 300 LP each. Let's see if that happens again today. Maybe the 60 will take it. Again, amazing game theory. Oh, here comes the 90. Let's see, will that be the winner? Let's see if one comes over top of that. 25 seconds. Again, good luck to everyone. Hopefully you win the lottery. If you do, make sure you jump on voice and join us live. So here we go. Will 90 hold? 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did 90 take it? Let's see. I'm lagging.
250.
250. Nice. Alright, let me refresh. Wow, yeah, definitely it looks like 250. There may have been even another one in there. For those of you that can check on chain, again, all the data is transparent. I just can't do it while I'm live streaming. But we are working on a video to show you how to look and see what deposits have gone into Detonator. But I know it was a lot because we're now over 29,000 LP in the pool balance. So again, congrats to all of you. Hopefully you again were the sniper, or at least maybe won the lottery. If any of you did, make sure you jump on and celebrate with us. But man, that is incredible, and that's what the largest deposit of the day does. It really incentivizes volume into the contract, as you can see. And yesterday there was some talk about whales being having an advantage, but whales are the ones that are going to get all of us rich. I mean, this is what happens. You can see the whales battling it out give us a larger pool balance where we all can win. So, and again, that really adds to our total value, or the locked liquidity rather, which is really important as we scale, because the liquidity is king. Again, a lot of large investors want to make sure there's a lot of liquidity in a project before they get involved, because they don't want their own buying to push up the price. And this is also really important for our PEG, and why we've been maintaining PEG so well is that even if there's a big dump of EMP, we're able to basically soak that up because the liquidity is so high. So man, I'm excited. Holy cow. We broke 29,000 today, just under 2.9 million in the contract. Again, that's about another 100 grand that went in over the last 24 hours. And we're continuing to expand and kill it. And I hope all of you are as excited as I am to be along for the ride. So, and that's again with ETH starting to recover. If we can get back to $3,500 ETH, we'll be seeing not only all-time highs in the pool balance, but all-time highs in US dollar value as well. So, all right, awesome, guys. Let me go ahead and pull up my desktop and so I get my background, and I'll go through some questions I have. So give me 1 minute, and then we'll jump into questions. All right, everyone. Wow, what a day. Some fireworks today. That was amazing. So I hope you all, again, are excited as I am. That's really healthy for the protocol. And again, we've been firing on all cylinders. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot of updates today. We did a lot yesterday. Again, this is more of an open forum where you guys can ask questions. So I'll go ahead and go through a lot of the ones on Telegram and YouTube. But feel free to jump on as well and interrupt me. I have one question to start off that says, what will happen when we have the circulating supply equal the max supply? People will not be able to buy more. How's that going to affect us? So EMP is a inflationary token. So again, seigniorage, which is what we are, seigniorage protocol, is basically a way of having controlled inflation. So unlike, the U.S. Federal Reserve, or Roman and ancient times, where the government would just print as much money as they wanted without any oversight, we apply that to the blockchain, and again use the same principles, but have our rules, so to speak, governed by the code. So we're only able to print a certain amount of EMP every epoch, and again, if you own E-shares, you basically own part of the quote-unquote bank that's printing the new E-share. So again, the max supply will always be increasing while we're printing. So there is a mechanic, again, at the end of the year, there's the E-share stop emitting, but that doesn't necessarily mean that EMP will stop growing as long as we're above peg. So again, there's a lot of very technical economics, and we are working on some very innovative solutions that no other algorithmic coin has done when their share token stops emitting. We already have plans on that. I mean, we meet daily, the dev team and I and our advisors. We're literally working, behind the scenes every day to roll that out. So you can see our roadmap in the academy that gives a little bit more idea on what we have planned. But yeah, all of that is definitely accounted for. So, all right, let me keep going. Again, if any of you on the live stream have a question, feel free to interrupt me as well.
I have a question. Hi, AJ. So,
hey, Zoe.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I finally put moolah into the detonator and the nodes. I'm
awesome.
Really excited. It was an interesting journey. Everything that you, Bull, LA, share about, in just kind of keeping in tune with like positivity and everything. I mean, the community has helped, and I had many questions, and so I'm very new to crypto, but I'm excited to get in. And really, once you get in, you can see the numbers and how they're changing, and it comes together slowly but surely. But I'm really excited about that.
Right on, Zoe. Yeah, no, we appreciate you. I know I've seen you around, and I'm glad that you took the time to learn before you aped in. I mean, you're the opposite of the typical crypto degen, right? Yeah.
Well, it wasn't easy. It definitely, I had moments where I'm like, I was getting like trigger happy. I'm like, come on. And, it was a bit of and maybe other newbies can relate to this, a roller coaster. And I tried my best to anticipate that. But I mean,
sure.
It's my journey and everything like that. And it worked out,
awesome.
for the best. Yeah. But I had some questions on the auto compounding, which has been a huge theme. And I totally get the take homes on how it has this buying pressure and how for some of us, you know, it can be save on time, right?
For sure.
And so I'm really looking at the 𝘕𝘠𝘀 versus beefy. I love the idea with beefy having that insurance component to it, an extra measure of security. However, I was looking at 𝘕𝘠𝘀, and definitely, if you know to point me in the right direction, it does mention some items like 0.3 of pending rewards and treatment costs, incentive compounds. And I'm like, ooh, that's all Greek to me. Can you break it down like really simply, that at the end of the day, if I put X amount of dollars, what sort of, I know there's like gas costs, but maybe a breakdown simply of one versus the other?
Yeah, no doubt. No, that's an awesome question, Zoe. And again,
thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. And thank you for bringing it up, because this was something I wanted to discuss today as well. So we did surpass $1 million in the 𝘕𝘠𝘀 EMP ETH LP, and I think there's about 500 or 400,000 in the eShare pool, and then beefy again combined we have over $1 million there. So there's about 2.5 million total, or just under, in auto compounder, which is incredible. I mean, we really want to stress the auto compounder. Again, we never suggest going all in on anything, but at least 10 to 20% of your overall LPs should be in the auto compounder, because like Joe said, it sells your eShare automatically, your rewards, and compounds it into more EMP ETH LP or eShare BNB LP, depending on what one you're in. So, and what it does is it creates permanent buying pressure on EMP, so we can again maintain PEG. So to answer your question, though, so yeah, the difference between beefy and 𝘕𝘠𝘀 as far as fees and compounding. So beefy, let me start with 𝘕𝘠𝘀. So 𝘕𝘠𝘀 actually allows the users to compound, and what I mean by that is, so everybody you know, submits into the overall auto compounding pool, and then they have what they call a bounty, where any user that is part of the protocol can actually choose to compound, and they pay the gas fee for the contract, and in turn they're rewarded with whatever that bounty is. Again, it creeps up over time, and the idea is, yeah, that's how they're able to save on the fees. So again, you're not paying a gas fee, and neither is 𝘕𝘠𝘀, because whatever user calls that function is the one paying the gas fee, and that's how they're able to charge about 0.101% less. Beefy is a little bit more expensive as far as fees, but beefy does that for you automatically. They don't allow or have any users paying the gas fees. So, and again, beefy, like you said, beefy has insurance, so that's another reason why it's
amazing.
Yeah,
that is
it
amazing.
It's really
right
amazing.
there.
Totally, and again, this isn't any shade towards 𝘕𝘠𝘀. They're an exact fork, but again, it's just beefy is the top dog, you know, with over $1 billion in assets in their protocol. So they've gone the extra step in making sure that everything is actually insured. So, and I'm sure 𝘕𝘠𝘀 will do that as well when they grow to be big enough. So we have nothing but good things to say about both projects. But beefy is the big dog. So again, not to, you know, tell you to take anything out of 𝘕𝘠𝘀, but we really want to have a lot more TVL over on beefy, because it's a great advertising opportunity for us. We're already like the number 3 project on Binance Smart Chain as far as yield percentages. So if we can have, you know, a couple of million in TVL over there, it's going to be a giant billboard for EMP. So yeah, Zoe, does that help? Did that explain?
No, it does. It does.
Okay, cool.
And I don't want to plow you with too many questions, but yeah, I'm going to assume that in the pinned notes that there's information on the link to beefy and such.
For sure. Yeah. Again. I think it's all there. I can't really speak to it because I haven't looked at it myself. But yeah, if you have any other, you know, want to do a deep dive, just shoot me a DM or any of the admins, and we can go over it together for sure.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I just wanted to thank everything that you do, Coach Money, LA, all the group leaders, admins, and everything like that, and all the members for answering questions and everything like that. No doubt you're going around the clock. So I just wanted to thank you all for all the support.
Awesome, no doubt. Well, thank you for being here. Like I said, I know we've seen you around, and I appreciate you jumping on the live
Yeah.
chat and finally jumping in. So, and that's what it's all about. I mean, again, guys, what Couch said, or I'm sorry, what Bull said earlier, it's about jumping into the community. It's not even about investing in the EMP. It's about building your DeFi knowledge and being part of this awesome community of like-minded individuals. And I think again, that's really why we've had some incredible success, and all of you are part of that. So we and that's what keeps the team going. So
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
awesome, Joe. You got it. All right, guys. Let me go through and see if there's any other questions. Yes, absolutely. New all-time high in Detonator. We've created a monster, for sure. So, oh, right on, Jake. Are you here, brother? Our developer's here. I don't know if he has a minute to jump on. Jake, you got a minute? Or you busy, man? All right, I think Jake's busy. No worries. He again, we're working on a new contract that will allow for another earning opportunity for all of us, but it also will help severely bolster our treasury because again, that's kind of the only last missing piece of the puzzle, so to speak. We have a substantial treasury already, but if we can get our treasury to the millions rather than the hundreds of thousands, then we have the stability to really weather anything that might happen. So Jake is been nonstop working on that. Again, I know there's a lot going on, so hopefully within the next few weeks we'll be able to release more info on that. But we're moving as fast as we can. So yeah, no worries. Jake, if you're on later, bro, just interrupt me. But all right, let me keep going, and let me see any other questions on YouTube. If you guys have any questions, again, feel free to jump on.
If people didn't notice, with the Jake and AJ changing the 5% tax on on compounding, your lottery tickets are a little bit cheaper, so your chances basically just went up for less.
Yeah, that's a great point, Bull. So again, guys, we there's a pinned post in Telegram and in Discord that we got rid of the compound tax completely on compounding. It was a 5% tax, as opposed to when you claim it's a 20% tax. And again, this is just to help incentivize good behavior. And by doing this is even better, not only for the burst, the daily burst amount, because again, the burst is the minimum guaranteed amount you get every day. But even if you're compounding, with $100,000 a day going into Detonator, it's just inevitable that you're going to lose a little bit of your burst amount. But just understand that once we level off with all this new volume, that your burst will at least maintain or even grow as the pool balance goes down again. So it's an ebb and flow of everything. Just understand, if you have a long-term mindset and you're compounding more than you claim, a great strategy is, the 5-2 rule, which is compounding 5 days a week, claiming 2 days a week, or even a 6-1 where you compound 6 days a week and you claim once a week as a paycheck, because then you'll always be growing your LP balance, and over the long run, the more you compound, the power of compound interest, you're actually able to take out a lot more from the contract bit by bit. So yeah, again, we implemented that. We also are working on some other tweaks in the background to make Detonator even better. Again, it's pretty damn amazing the way it is, but we're always learning, and we're always again have the best interests of the community at heart. So we may implement some other unique features down the road. Again, more info on that when we can. But right now, again, the compound tax, getting rid of that completely should really help, even though it's 5%. Like Bill said, those of you that are compounding will have a better chance of getting more lottery tickets as well, because right now the lottery is really the way you can come up the hardest. So, Bill, you want to talk about that real quick? Why you want to be getting tickets sooner
Sure.
rather than later?
Yeah, absolutely. Simply put, it's your chances are much better now than when we have 5,000 people in Detonator, or 10,000 or 30,000. All those things that I just said there are good for the sustainability. However, your odds will go down to win the lottery. So the earlier you are here and taking advantage of that opportunity, the better your chances right now. And then with them just changing the that compound tax, your lottery ticket just got 5% cheaper. And keeping in mind, there are people that are claiming, so it's a little bit bigger advantage to you than just the 5% savings, because if they're not compounding, there's no tickets that they're getting. And if you're compounding and you got that long-term strategy in mind, but making sure you're utilizing that opportunity to get that lottery ticket is the thing you want to be doing. Because I think there was a user last night, I believe, got on Sierra Ed, and he said he had won, him and his daughter do this together, and he won with 7 tickets. So it's not just about the whales winning or people that have a phenomenal amount. It's only that one ticket is going to win. And sure, your odds, aren't as good as somebody that has 50, but at the end of the day, one ticket wins. And imagine the life-changing opportunity that exists if you win 30 grand and being able to compound it, over the course of a year or 2 years, what that can turn into. And that's why I sort of preach so much about opportunity and seizing the day and taking advantage of it, because every opportunity that you have in your life is really a first impression, because every one of those is special and unique, and sure, there's going to be another chance to join the lottery tomorrow, and that's fine. But I'm sure everybody has heard from their parent or grandparent, you always want to make a good first impression. And, a first impression is just an opportunity to do really what's in your best interest, and only what's in your best interest. But most people that are here can see that winning at the lottery is in your interest. So hopefully that's helpful to people. If not, tell me in the forum or in the channel what I can say to make that more clear.
Absolutely. Awesome, Bill. No doubt. So yeah, great points. And yeah, also I've been looking in chat trying to catch up. We actually have hit what looks like an all-time high in nodes as well. So we have over $1 million in TVL locked up in nodes. Nodes is another amazing feature of our protocol. Again, Detonator is like the secret sauce. But nodes are the dark horse. I mean, nodes really have become essentially a Ethereum miner, because again, if you look at EMP as fractionalized ETH, a node will produce you more EMP over time, and you're not having to worry about running a miner or being part of pools or having crazy electric costs. And really, nodes are super powerful. So nodes are again 400% ROI, but then once they're you can't really compound them unless you buy new nodes. But once they pay out, they're done. So those of you that are in now will again receive a 400% ROI over time, and the idea is that this is another way to earn your EMP with EMP. So what happens is when the boardroom prints and people may not have enough new capital to pair up with EMP, because that's really the holy grail is creating more LP tokens. So you want to be able to either take profits in eShare or bring over new capital to pair with EMP to make LP. But I realize that not all of us can do that. It's not a never-ending cycle of new money. So rather than dumping your EMP, you can go into nodes. And again, it's a way to earn more EMP over time. And it really locks up a lot of the circulating supply of EMP, and is another way that we've been able to maintain PEG. And again, nodes have a lifespan. A lot of other node projects don't incorporate a lifespan on their nodes, so they print forever and inflate the token to hell, and the project goes to zero. So we've incorporated that, and our treasury is also able to supplement the node earnings. So again, the treasury gets a portion of every boardroom print, and that new EMP goes to the treasury, and then that EMP is basically guaranteeing the node payout. So it's all very healthy, and again, economic model that's been proven, in other assets. So we feel like, again, we have all the puzzle pieces in place, and really is what has made us one of the most incredible algo projects to ever exist. So, and again, I say that as humbly as I can, but we're killing it, guys. So yeah, all right, awesome. Let me see if there's any other questions.
AJ, it's Zoe again. I think that's a really good point about the nodes, even though that we may be below PEG, which would affect the daily payback APR of the node.
Yes, so good.
That the treasury can stabilize that payment and keep it at that estimate level, which is really cool.
Absolutely. So yeah, thanks. That's one thing I did leave out about nodes. So the APR on nodes is actually tied to our TWAP, which is the time weighted average price, TWAP, and that what that is again how far above or below PEG we are. So it's another incentive to keep us above PEG, because the higher above PEG we are, the higher the APR on the nodes are. But if we fall, it's also a safety measure, like Joe just said, because if we fall below PEG, the APRs are reduced automatically, and that is less of a drain on the system, while the treasury can recover. So yeah, awesome point. Thank you for correcting me or helping me to bring that up as well. So.
Hey AJ, it's 𝘠𝘪𝘴.
𝘠𝘪𝘴, what's up, my brother? How are you?
Yeah, good, man, good. Hey, I just want to add to nodes as well.
Yeah, brother, go ahead, man.
A few different node projects, and a lot of the time the issue with node projects are their sustainability. And one thing they try to do to increase sustainability is a tax system. Now, if you look at EMP nodes, first of all, the daily APR on the nodes are extremely good. Even if that daily APR was to drop by 30%, you're still not paying any tax going in or any tax going out in those nodes, and you're guaranteed 4x your input. Plus, you've got the sustainability and the backing of the treasury EMP that's printed through the boardroom. I believe, I've been in a few nodes. I believe that this is one of, if not the best node project, standalone by itself, just that feature. So yeah, it's a killer feature and also it's obviously absorbing EMP printed from the boardroom to help PEG and dissuade people from selling off. So it's a great feature of the ecosystem.
Absolutely, brother, no doubt. Thank you for the input. And again, we've been around the block and we see what doesn't work in other projects, and so we adapt to, again, we observe, we learn, and then we implement what makes us better. So and we're going to continue to do that no matter what. Again, there may be some changes that we make down the road, but just understand everything that we do is for the betterment of the protocol, and in turn the betterment of all of us involved. So there was a question too, real fast before I forget, about the on-chain data. So yeah, Crypto Mike, one of our team members, he is going to put together a video that shows you how to check that. You can check not only what has been deposited into Detonator within the last few minutes. But you can also cross-reference the lottery winners, their address, and to see, how many LP or how many tickets, from their LP that they got through either compounding or depositing fresh. So yeah, all of that will be available. Lunas, again, one of our other team members, there's 6 of us, the select 6. He just posted a little walkthrough on how to do it, but we're gonna do a video as well. So yeah, that was one question I didn't want to forget about. So all right, let me jump over to YouTube, make sure we don't have any other questions.
Let's just throw out, the partnership too that EMP has with 𝘠𝘪𝘯𝘯𝘕 in mining Bitcoin, because it's a sister, project to us that has invested in our ecosystem. And when I say ours, I mean every investor here. So remember to show them some love, because if you want exposure to Bitcoin, those guys are doing it for you, so you don't have to have the headache of trying to mine it yourself.
Yeah, Bull, no doubt. So just like we talked about, nodes being Ethereum miners, we have made some strategic partnerships with, again, 𝘠𝘪𝘯𝘯𝘠, and our newest partner is Taco Nodes, and they're the same sort of concept. They don't use miners to create their yield. They invest in other DeFi projects, but one of those projects is us. So again, they're getting ready to do their next round of minting. All the info is in our pinned messages and as well as Discord. But yeah, any of our official partners, please go show them some love. And we never suggest liquidating your EMP positions, but it's a great way for you guys to get involved in other projects that will bring money home to the EMP mothership. So yeah, awesome point, Bull. Thank you, brother. All right, Couch, you there?
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead, my friend.
Hello.
Yeah, Couch, go ahead, brother. You there?
Yeah. Hey, hello, guys. Well, welcome, Soy. So another crypto page. So we have LA, and we have Soy, and we have
Stephanie.
Crypto Bay.
Yeah, Stephanie. I know.
And the Air Force lady. I forget her name now. She's in the Air Force. Well,
Crypto Bay.
Maggie.
Who?
Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie.
Yeah,
Yes, Maggie.
Yes, so nice. So
yeah,
I love inclusion though. So nice. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah,
So
no
look,
doubt. Go ahead, brother.
two important points. Keep in mind that when you see your rewards in the detonator, that number is already taxed. So you don't need to do an extra math or something, try to calculate the withdrawal tax. That number there is what you get because it's already taxed. Okay. And number 2, there's no need to sell EMPs. And I've been checking every day. There's a lot of sales on EMP. And if you don't go into Ethereum, because you might need it to do the LP, there's no need to sell it. So go to Node, because instead of sell it, you multiply that amount of EMP by 4x, and then you get your EMP back, and you can do whatever you want, but don't sell it right away. And I don't know if our people understand that, or I don't know. It's frustrating because they are losing money, So that's my second point.
Absolutely, Couch. Yeah, brother, no doubt. So again, I mean, people are going to do what they want to do. We're not here to dictate that. But like Couch said, you're only hurting yourselves. So again, EMP is the utility token of the platform. So every time you sell EMP, you're essentially selling a portion of your ownership and your way to earn. So again, short-term profits are something that, again, a lot of investors have to get over that temptation. But in the long run, I mean, we have everything set up to reward you long term. And again, the beauty of the protocol is we are rewarding good actors, and the bad actors are automatically punished. And again, I mean, it's brilliant. It's poetic justice at its finest. So And again, I think that's why we had such an amazingly strong community as we continue to grow. And yeah, as Couch said, we love all of our ladies in DeFi. Shout out to all of you. You know, we love having you here, and we appreciate all of you. So yeah, awesome. All right, let me go through, make sure no more other questions. I think that was about it from what I had on my list. But
I have a question.
hey, look who it is! A guest appearance by none other than Crypto Mike. Go ahead, brother. What's your question?
What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I have a question. I'm not sure if you addressed it already, and I apologize. It's been Go Gadget Mike Day today, so I haven't had a second. But I just want to ask: did we hit 14 million?
We did, brother. So yeah, that is so I think I mentioned it maybe for 2 seconds, but yeah, we broke 14 million TVL today. So that is incredible, bro. Yeah.
Let's effing go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Congrats to everyone. And, you know, that's such a good look. Once we break every barrier, every million, you know, it becomes a little more, I guess, you know, what is it? Like, it becomes a little bit more achievable next time. It's like, you know, it's like the chart, right?
sure.
So once you have these ceilings, you have these resistance levels, you break it once, you retest, you go in for it again, and before you know it, you're at the next million. So it's awesome, man. That's really awesome. And so congratulations to everybody. Just wanted to make sure I was seeing that right.
Yeah, Mike, no doubt, bro. Again, congrats to all of you. And Mike is 100% right. I mean, as more EMP and eShare enters into circulation, the TVL will grow exponentially. Because again, it's based on many different factors, but you know, the amount of circulating tokens and the price point. And I mean, if ETH can double or triple by this summer or the end of this year, I mean, the TVL is just going to be insanity. So yeah, awesome, bro. And again, we haven't even got even close to collateralization. Once we start collateralizing, you know, which, and for those of you that may not know, it's basically a way to take out a loan on your LP positions. So again, say you have $100,000 of LP tokens, you're able to take out again a conservative amount, you know, 50%. Is a good number. You can probably borrow up to 90, but then you run the risk of being liquidated. But not only is this amazing for tax purposes and liquidity, meaning, you know, being able to move your funds without having to sell, it's amazing for all that, but it's also amazing because, you know, there's some crazy strategies on basically the hyper compounding LP, and that brings us from, you know, tens of millions in TVL to hundreds of millions in TVL. So all that is on the roadmap. Again, we have to find a partner that will, you know, help us do that. But if not, then we'll build it ourselves. Again, there's not a lot of lending protocols on Binance Smart Chain. Aave is a big one, but MIM is another one. But again, we can find the right partners when the time is right. And that again will shoot us to an entirely other planet once we implement that. So yeah, Mike, no, bro, I'm glad to have you here. Everything has been
awesome,
really
man.
hype. Are you good, bro? Everything good with you?
Man, yeah, I'm doing great. Doing good right now. Just wrapping up a little meeting. Somebody who came into town from Detroit, so visiting Dallas, and just really happy to have him here, man. And I think he's just really stoked and to talk about or to be a part of EMP and the whole community and just getting the whole rundown. In fact, I was going to ask you, AJ, if you can join me on a, I guess we'll call it an EMP AMA kind of. I know it's last minute here, but in about an hour and a half or two. I don't know what you're doing for the night, but
yeah, bro.
This particular person wants to kind of come in pretty hard to our community and like rock it. So I love it. I love the energy. It's great.
For sure, guys. So there you go. There's some alpha for you. I know Mike had a special guest fly into town just to meet with him about EMP specifically. So if you're not bullish on that, I don't know what's wrong with you. And once you guys find out who it is, I think you're all gonna be super excited. So yeah, bro, we can't wait to have this guy part of our family and our community. And for sure, man, I have a quick meeting after this AMA in regards to our merchandise. We're trying to get our merchandise set up. But yeah, man, after that, if in an hour would be perfect. I only need about half an hour for the merchandise call. So yeah, man.
You got it, man. All right.
All right, there you go.
Sounds
guys.
good.
Yeah, Monster, go ahead, brother. Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to you mentioned the ETH price and its appreciation. I just want to kind of give the guys a bit of an idea how the rise in ETH price kind of flows through to all the different parts of the ecosystem.
I would love that, brother. Please, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so it looks like Ethereum about a month ago they ran a test for the Ethereum 2.0 and it passed with flying colors. So the word out now is that Ethereum 2.0 will look to be launching around the summer. Why that's so exciting is that a lot of the talk around Ethereum 2.0 is that the gas fees will drop, and a lot of the reason why people, some blockchains have purely been created because of ETH gas fees are too expensive. So you'll see a lot of money flow back in, and a lot of projects flow into ETH. And those projects will need ETH to interact with them. So you'll see a rise. That's why a lot of people are bullish on a rise on a price on ETH. Now, how does that affect EMP? When you get a rise on a price on ETH, obviously EMP will be pegged to it. So you're going to get a rise in a price of EMP, and that makes sense, right? But think about currently the boardroom emits EMP, and it's the APR. Part of the APR in the boardroom is based on the value of the value per EMP being emitted. Now, if ETH, let's say ETH doubles, that means you'll see the doubling of the value of EMP being emitted in the boardroom. So you're actually going to see a rise in the APR. Now, what will happen when the APR rises, you'll start to see a lot more people want to buy eShare. And this is just one entry point, right? But this is how it will also affect the farms. So you get a lot more demand on eShare because the APR will rise. With the demand on eShare, it'll push the eShare price up. How that will flow through now on your farms, if you're farming ETH EMP LP, that's already doubled because ETH price has doubled. So your value on that farm has doubled. And you might be thinking, well, my value is doubled, but the APR is going to reduce because the percentage will drop because my value on the farm is doubled. Well, it won't, because what will happen is because the APR in the boardroom rises, eShare price will rise. So your farm value that is doubled on ETH EMP, that could very much or very well start or maintain the same APR, daily APR, but now you've doubled your value because the eShare price has risen as well. Because the eShare price will lift the APR value in the farms. And obviously Detonator, that'll double. You're getting 1.8 to 1% or whatever it is on your Detonator LP value will double. Your nodes, the emissions per day of EMP will be the same, but the EMP value would have doubled. So the rise of ETH will be a huge impact on the ecosystem, and that's looking more and more probable coming into the summer. So that's only about a few months away.
Awesome, Madru, bro. I love it when you do a deep dive like that. That gets me so hyped. So for those of you, again, that just heard all that, if you're not excited about that, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, I love it, man. And again, everything you said is 100% true. Again, you're the math guy, even more so than I am. So yeah, again, guys, that's really, really the power of what we've created. And again, we strategically made our algorithmic peg to Ethereum. We could have done it to anything. We could have done it to Bitcoin. We could have done it to a stable coin. But ETH has the track record and the overall liquidity of the second largest crypto out there. But it also has the upside. The price appreciation is enormous. So again, hopefully through the summer we see a $10,000 ETH, and once fees are addressed on Ethereum, I mean, just imagine the amount of adoption that's going to go back to ETH once fees are no longer an issue. So and again, just some more alpha. We have every intention of doing a bridge to ETH, whether it's a sister project or another a front-facing EMP on ETH mainnet. again, no matter what, it will feed the mothership, but as well as Pulse. So Pulse Chain is another project that a lot of us OGs are involved, and again, whether it's an actual bridge over or a sister project that again maybe is connected. Say we do the same concept, but instead of ETH, it's the Pulse. We have a built-in community. We bring everybody over there, and we're off to the races all over again. So again, we're part of an amazing group here that brings a lot of power with us. Again, that's really apparent already when we did our Genesis round for Burr Finance. There was almost $1 million that went in to their Genesis. So it shows that all of us can work together and really bring a lot to the table. And just imagine what that means with other projects that we vet moving forward. I mean, the opportunity could be truly immense. So yeah, awesome. All right, well, I'm super hyped, guys, and I'm gonna wrap it up. I think that's it. I don't know, maybe Mike. Yeah, Mike, you have more? Go ahead, bro.
Crypto Mike here.
Yeah, exactly. They should change your name to that, bro. That'd be hilarious. So, yeah.
Dude, we just got content right now live because this is the only community that I know of that does a fucking day, every day, an AMA, a daily AMA with the founder. And you know what? That's super fucking bullish. I don't care who you are, man. The tenacity, the will, the belief,
consistency.
Yeah, consistency. You're giving this community, AJ, you, brother, you, all right, is absolutely fucking amazing. And I love you, and I love the fact that you are just, this is your life, bro. Like, you have a life outside of this. You're successful outside of this. You have multi-million-dollar businesses outside of this. That's what I fucking love about it. Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. And I love you too, bro. Yeah.
People wanting the 100Xs, right? That's what we want. And you're here to tame us, to teach us, to show us the fucking way, like Yoda that you are, bro. And I just fucking appreciate it. So it's awesome, man.
No doubt, bro. Well, and I appreciate you guys. Like I said, the community is what keeps me going. We have one of the most incredible teams ever assembled. We all have our own lanes. I mean, again, Mike has really been amazing.
And we're overpegged. We're over 14 mil. We're overpegged and we're over 14 mil.
I love it, bro. Hell yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. So, yeah, absolutely, guys. And again, I mean, we're not going anywhere. This is about building.
Who's dumping their life savings in here tonight? I know
We're also over 8
Who's dumping it in there? All right?
Oh, Mike, take it easy, Mike. Oh, man, take it easy.
You got one right here. All right? Yeah. Next.
Not financial advice, right?
Don't just put it in a farm. Put it across. Yeah, remortgage the house. Do what you got to do. All right? Look, you already know it's going to be 3.6. It's 3.65 in the detonator. I mean, that's non-financial advice, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nodes, boardroom, farming. I mean, it's so many ways to make money. Let's go.
No doubt, 100%. LA, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What other bullish news do you have, LA? That we're not every
Sorry,
nice?
brother.
Yeah.
I'm like a bull in a tiny shop right now.
Today, I'm pretty sure.
One more time, LA. You're breaking up. Sorry.
We're over 8 million liquidity as of today, I think.
Yes, awesome news. Yeah, totally. So we were floating around just under 8 million, and yeah, I mean, again, as ETH starts to rebound a little, that's amazing. And once we have over 10 million in liquidity, we're really gonna start bringing some. You think we have whales now? Just wait. I mean, oh my God. Once there's 10 million in liquidity in projects, that again is another beacon to the larger players. So yeah, we're doing everything we can to make it work. And like Mike said, this isn't a 100x, it isn't a 1000x. It's a responsible way to create passive income with exposure to Ethereum. And to be able to make your crypto earn you more crypto. I mean, that's how I made my wealth in the crypto space. Like Mike said, I'm successful outside of crypto, but crypto is life-changing, man. No matter how many businesses you have in the real world, crypto is unlike anything that we have ever seen. So, and we're creating generational wealth here, and that was my goal. And again, why I wanted to assemble everybody to create a project that we all can win together in. So, yeah, awesome. All right, guys, I have a meeting, and I guess I have another meeting now that Mike told me we got to jump on the other AMA. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here, and but no, I appreciate all you guys, and we'll get to it at the same time, same place tomorrow. Again, if you have any other questions I didn't get to today, please save them for tomorrow, and we'll do it all over again. So, again, we're killing it. Congrats to all of you for being here. If you're part of this community, you're gonna make it. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow.